Oh, 56 hard in the wall. Looks like we're going to stay green. Oh,
they got a spin.
95 around, 33 hard into the inside wall.
Oh, they're wrecking up front. 93, Ricky Johnson around, collects the 30, the 59, the 30, I already said the 30. Oh,
they're still wrecking.
Oh my god, the 22 of Jason San Diego, damn it. Oh my word.
Turn 3 and 4.
They fly for turn 3 and 4.
That's 66 now. Oh, they're 3 wide.
Oh, Joe, who's
3.
here?
I don't know. They're 3 wide through the tri-oval. Give it to Feld there at the yellow flag. For the lead, the 77 goes to the inside, doesn't have the run there, goes back outside, is going to try to have the momentum through turns 3 and 4, peaks to the inside, it's going to be a drag race down the front straightaways, Calabol's around!
It's going to be at the line, it's so close, Merslack wins it!
Don't think, oh, he got really close, he's going to look to the inside! Oh, they make contact! Oh my god! Joseph Weaver! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to JTN's presentation of the Hobo Racing Truck Series from Phoenix at the beautiful Phoenix Raceway in Avondale, Arizona. As always, I'm your host, Joe Towanski. Alongside me tonight, Mr. Ricky Collette. Welcome once again to the booth, Ricky. And Ricky has disconnected from the chat. Big rip, big sad, but we'll keep on keeping on here at Phoenix. We were last here at the track Tuesday night for the Hobo Racing Cup Series finale, where we saw Ricky Johnson take home the title. Tonight, we'll also be awarding another title on the year. Now coming back into the booth, it's Ricky Collette. Welcome to the booth, Ricky.
Hi there, Joe. Sorry, just got something sorted out there. Just popped up last second.
Well, we appreciate you getting that headset back on real quick after having to take that phone call. But tonight here at Phoenix, drivers going to have a lot of different challenges on their plate. We saw those challenges Tuesday night. Do you think we're going to see a lot of the same tonight with, you know, just tire wear being a big issue? We saw Herman Reiss, who's battling for a championship again tonight. He had a tire go down in late stages of the race Tuesday night. Do you think we're going to see those similar issues again tonight?
Absolutely. It's Phoenix. It's flat. You know, this is a place that really wears down your tires. As you said, we saw what happened on Tuesday with Herman Reiss. It's really, we're really going to see more of that tonight. Just in terms of, you know, this place chews up tires. This is old Phoenix we're talking about. So this is an old age surface, you know, grips of like the most important thing that you can have here. As silly as that sounds, grip is like king here. You want to make sure those tires are gripping up as best as possible. And because you got to make sure you're nursing the car all the way through the run. You can't let those tires wear out prematurely. You're going to run into some severe tire issues later on.
Again, yep, I'm going to echo that. Save the tires, watch out, because you do not want to have to make a pit stop off schedule here at Phoenix, because you're going to go, if not one lap down, you're going to go 2. So, got to be careful, got to be conservative on those Goodyear Eagles tonight, or Wranglers. I guess these are Wranglers on these 2009 series trucks, but we'll get you the starting lineup in just a second. While we're at the top of the broadcast, to see Dan, Trey, and Barbara tuning in. Welcome. Hello. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday here. Getting ready to start another week in 2020. We're almost to the end of it, but hey, one good thing that came out of 2020, JTN, Ricky. But make sure, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like the video too, because you know you're going to love it if you are a fan of us here at JTN and all the product and work we do with these broadcasts and these leagues. If you have your own online racing league and you want to get a broadcast done, why not contact JTN? Find out more by contacting us on our Facebook page to find out more about pricing and rates for races. Also, check out the JTN merch store. There's some new merch that dropped. You'll hear more about that on the Fake Racers podcast tomorrow night, Monday night this week, where Davey Hazard and I will talk about the schedule. You'll see qualifying results coming across the top of your screen. Ricky, we'll get you to read that off. I'm going to keep talking so that way you can get all queued up and ready to go get these qualifying results for the fans at home. You can also check out our sponsors, autosim.weebly.com, to find more information out about the premier text-based simulated racing game. Also check out JoeTow Designs using code JTN2 at checkout for 10% off there. And Ricky, it looks like we're ready with our qualifying results, so why don't you take it us through them?
All right, with pleasure, Joe. Starting on pole tonight will be the 41 truck of Josh Boyer. Starting alongside him on that front row will be the 33 of Mark DeSenza. Herman Reiss will be starting in the 3rd spot, and Harry Codianne, that points battle we were talking about, will be starting right alongside Herman in the 13 truck in 4th position. Maverick in the 23 will be starting 5th. Rich Napick in the 6 will be starting 6th, naturally. Jessica Kennis in the 31 will be starting 7th. Bugate in the 9 will be starting 8th, alongside Ricky Bumbalo in the 85 truck starting 9th. And Steve Rubino will be rounding out the top 10 in the 21 truck. Newcomer tonight, Joe, the 94 Ronald Lucier will be starting in the 11th position. Duke Sorensen, the 59, will be starting 12th. Andre Ayum in the 34 will be in the 13th position. Stefan Martel will join him in that row in the 16 truck and 14th. Dan Rubino in the 44 will be starting 15th. Ryan Johnson, the 78, 16th. Andre Mangian will be starting in the 17th position in the 54. DJ Hinsky in the 14 will be starting 18th. MT Johnson, the 06 truck, will be starting 19th. And the last spot in the top 20 will be occupied by Austin LaPlante in the 48 truck. Larry D in the 188 will be starting 21st tonight. Rod Weston, the 56, will be starting 22nd. And rounding out the field in 23rd position will be the 57 truck of Keller.
A great field tonight here at Phoenix for finale week here in Hobo Racing. We've already crowned 2 champions here on JTN. Excited to crown a 3rd. Ricky, Harry Codianne comes into the race, 21-point lead. Again, here in the Truck Series, it's the old points format. 185 points goes to the winner. So mathematically, Herman Reiss, no, you don't want to be flipping there. Herman Reiss has the best shot. Again, 21 points back. Maverick's in 3rd in points. He's about, I think he's 100 and, I'm doing quick maths, 124 points back. So mathematically, Maverick has a shot, but he'd have to hope for those 2 guys in front of him to wreck early and finish at the back of the pack tonight.
Yeah, when you're talking about that far back, Maverick's kind of got a long shot here. Mathematically, he could do it, but there would need to be some catastrophic failure in the top 2. Tonight, I really think it's going to be down between that 73 and that 13 truck for who's going to walk away with the championship here. Like you said, 21 points, not a lot under this point format, so Herman Reiss is really going to have to make sure he's capitalizing on everything he can do to get any kind of points advantage over Harry Codianne to really close that gap. You know, if that's leading the most laps, you know, at least leading a lap over Codianne, I would presume both of them probably lead a lap in this race. So, you know, leading the most laps, just kind of trying to rack up some bonus points and then just sort of try to stay ahead of him. And Herman Reiss starting ahead of Codianne tonight's already made a good step in the right direction, even though it's a small one. That they're starting on the same row, but Reiss is the one that's got a position up on Codianne.
And it's fixed setup here in the Truck Series. I believe I'm getting that right. So yep. Everyone's got the same stuff. It's all going to come down to driver skill tonight. Harry Codianne, 9 wins, I believe, on the season. So I believe that's the most wins in the series. If not, it's up there towards the top. So this 13 truck has been strong all season long. He's going to continue to do that tonight. A guy making a number change next season, Rod Weston, in this number 56 truck. We'll be kicking off a new season here come spring, probably February, right around the start of the NASCAR season. We'll be kicking off a new season in Trucks and Cup, and Weston's going to be making the number change over to 19 as his favorite, Martin Truex Jr. has also gone on, driven that 19 number. Here's Maverick and his 23 John Deere machine. And we talked about long shots, Ricky. What's the longest shot? Maverick's only scenario, right, is those top 2 in points to wreck early on here, right?
Yeah, really the long shot here, like I said, Maverick needs those top 2 to wreck and both just finish at the back of the field and then not pick up any bonus points at all. So it's a long shot, but we've seen crazier things happen in this series. So all he can really do tonight, that 23 machine, is just keep his nose, keep his nose to the dirt. Just keep trying to sort of pick away at those guys and try to walk away with a win. That's really all you can do. Just do whatever you can to close that point spread so that if anything happens with these leaders, that you're there to strike.
Hey, you're in the race, you got a chance to win, Ricky. That's what I like to say. And if you're in the championship battle, well, you got a chance to win the championship. Nothing that you and I would know anything about, but...
Nope, not at all. Not one.
We suck. That's why we're in the booth.
Exactly.
Here's Steve Rubino. Real quick, I'd like to thank Steve and all of the guys here at Hobo that help run the league. Thanks for having us out here in our inaugural year. We really appreciate them. Back in August, Ricky, they took a chance to have us come out, broadcast their races. I know, I'm sure Phil LaCasse was a guy that put in a good word for us, and appreciate them continuing to bring us on for these races, and we'll continue to do so in the future. And just real quick, just a big thanks to Steve and the Rubinos for running a great league and having us come out and showcasing this league to all of our JTN fans and all of these people on YouTube. Again, great crowd tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. I see chats going off. I hazard to think there's going to be some stuff going on there. Chat moderator Davey Hazard, I'm sure, is in there. And remember, you can check out and hear more from Davey Hazard on the Fake Racers podcast every week here on JTN. It looks like, Ricky, we're going to be getting ready to start this thing off. How's that sound? We're ready to go. We're ramped up.
Driver.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, I'm ready. I don't know, though. This chat here, they're looking for some gabagool, and I'm not seeing any in the server. I don't think you can start the race without that.
Oh, they're going to...
Start your engines!
Thank you, Ann. We appreciate you.
I've put you at a loss for words, haven't I?
Man, they came out Tuesday night. We had a fun time here at Phoenix. We're gonna have another time here. Hopefully, it's a fun one at Phoenix. 23 trucks, 1 winner, 22 losers. But we might have another winner in the case that the champion doesn't win the race, because it doesn't always happen. So we will see. Josh Boyer on the pole. Descends into his outside to start this thing off. 90 laps here at Phoenix. They're gonna go by so fast, and don't blink, man. Don't blink. You're gonna miss something good. Pace truck makes its way through turns, and oh boy, we're resetting. Now I gotta build all that. I gotta build all that excitement up again, Ricky.
Oh, I thought the server shut down for a second.
I got scared. I got scared. I was like, oh, man.
Well, it looks like... all right, so we're going to re-up on that. Still no word on where the gabagool is, but we'll have to start this race without it. But car's coming back off pit road again. Do you just want to say the whole thing again, Joe?
Josh Boyer starting on pole. We're going to have 1 winner, 22 losers, unless the case is the champion doesn't win the race. Then we'll have 2 winners tonight, 2 guys doing burnouts after the thing. Boyer on the pole, descends it to his outside. Then you got the championship battle, row 2, Herman Reiss, Harry Codianne, Maverick right behind him. And in the points, he's a lot farther behind than what he is on the grid, so he'll try to capitalize on a mistake if one of the 73 or 13 make one of those. Pace truck makes its way through turns number 3 and 4. We're getting ready to get these 90 laps. Don't blink, folks. It's gonna go by in a... Well, it's gonna go by before you know it. Pace truck makes its way down pit road. Josh Boyer's gonna bring him into the restart zone. Green flag, and we're underway in the season finale for the Hobo trucks.
Josh Boyer gets a great start here, Joe. He's going to be able to kind of dictate the lead for a little bit now. Everyone kind of gets through this first time through the dogleg pretty clean. That's going to be a little bit of a menacing spot the entire night on these restarts. The whole field's crammed together on that narrow old Phoenix dogleg.
Yeah, it's tight here, especially because we don't, it's not new Phoenix where it's paved down there, so you can't hit it. We saw Tuesday night guys when they hit this curve like Boyer just did there. Kind of upsets the racing vehicle a little bit, so upset those cars. I wonder what it's going to do to these trucks. Field, though, single file for the most part. Right now, it looks like the only Well, we got a yellow flag. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it's the 34 Rayom.
Yep, looks like the 34 Rayom. Back, take a look. Yeah, it actually looks like you jinxed him, Joe. It looks like he maybe just grazed those rumble strips and it just upset the truck the way he rode on him. 34 actually spun around by himself. No damage, just sitting there in the grass.
Well, I didn't jinx him. I just said that that's something that could have happened, and it did. So I think that was a pretty good call by me, Ricky. Come
I think
on.
that was a pretty good call.
Come on. I know my stuff.
Now, I think we got to make a point though about this dog leg here, how treacherous this is. You mentioned it. Everyone's kind of familiar with the current 2011 reconfiguration, where you go through there, you could go 5, 6 wide, 7 wide. You can go 10 wide if you want. That thing goes so deep. This old version of Phoenix, you really can't even go 3 wide through it. You really don't want to. We saw in the first few laps there, a lot of guys getting really close to that outside wall where it kind of splits off for the service road. So it's a little more harrowing in this version to get through the dog legs cleanly. You saw it kind of bite the 34 Andre Rion there. He probably just hit the seam. He was very gently across the rumble strip. He didn't really hit it a whole ton.
Yeah, from the spectator cam here up on top of these different grandstands positioned around the track, you can kind of see the difference in the layout, right? As we look from this camera on the second straightaway, backstretch, whatever you want to call it, past the dog leg, you just see all that grass down there. You do not want to hit that stuff. That will not be very good for your truck. You don't want to tear the splitter off of it either.
Yeah, and all further questions in regards to Phoenix International Raceway or the city of Phoenix, Arizona can be relegated to Colster94 in chat, the resident Phoenix expert.
Good to know. Good to know.
He will be able to answer all of your Phoenix-related questions, no matter how dumb. So ask him the dumbest Phoenix questions you can find.
Well, it appears we're in rare form in the chat this evening, so oh boy, it's gonna be a fun one. Josh Boyer's going to continue to lead these laps under caution. Early spin for the 34 Rayom. As a driver, Ricky, it's kind of hard to get into a groove in one of these races when you have quick cautions at the start like this, right? Because you're all amped up, ready to go, and then you get a caution early, and it just kind of stalls that momentum, stalls that energy.
Yeah, absolutely, especially at flat tracks more than anything, because usually a flatter track like this will entail a lot more braking. So you really have to kind of get yourself into a rhythm to keep kind of slapping off fast laps, and when you keep getting cautioned, it just gets in your head, and you kind of start getting sloppy. So, not probably what these leaders want to see in early caution, but at the same time, these guys in the back is probably a nice little quick breather from a little quick time to sort of get composed. Now everyone's got some laps on track under their belt. They can take stock of what they need to do better to get around here quicker and aren't losing the leaders right now. So if you're in the back, it's nice. If you're up front, you hate to see this happen in early caution.
Going through the field, see some of these lovely trucks sprinkled out and about. It's racetrack right now. Looks like we're going to be getting back going green this next time by, so good thing to see for these drivers. Get some green flag laps on your belt, because again, you just come on, we gotta get going, right? You want to get going, you want to chomping at the bit right now to get going. It looks like, yep, pace truck lights are off, so we'll be going back green flag racing next time. And oh Ricky,
Yeah. Well, get going this time by. We're going to be single file for these restarts, so that's going to throw another wrench into this. If I remember right, they can't pass until off of turn 2, correct, Joe?
Correct. So it makes it so you're, instead of trying to set up your pass going into 1, you're trying to figure out a way to set up the pass going off 2. It delays the possibility for someone making a move into turn 1 that will cause a little bit of an incident. So we reset you like this for the restart, kind of just as we did at the start. Josh Boyer, Mark DeSenza, Herman Reiss, Harry Codianne, and Maverick, your top 5 right now. Again, those 3 championship guys, 3rd through 5th right now. So we're watching the points battle throughout the night. We'll keep an eye on that, keep you informed on it. But right now, it's going to be Josh Boyer. He's going to lead the field back to green here. Working lap number 6, coming to lap number 7. DeSenza right behind him in that 33 truck into the restart zone. Green flag, and we're back racing at Phoenix.
Now we're past turn 2, so now you can just do whatever you want. These guys will start making moves on each other. Pretty spread out right now. It looks like the 06 of MT Johnson off pace in the dog leg. Just let a bunch of trucks by. He's still pretty up high. Still rolling around under his own power, so it looks like he'll keep going here.
Looks like the only battle right now is between LaPlante here in the inside in that 48 truck and Larry D on the outside in the 188.
Yeah, these guys were going at it as soon as they got off turn 2. LaPlante was pretty committed on getting moving here, and he started setting up that pass right when he could. And these guys have been racing side by side since it went back green. 48 looks like he's going to hit the apron a little bit, and okay, wiggle just a little more. You can see that truck's a little upset right now. And
it's crying.
Larry D got the run coming off of turn 4 here.
And D's going to clear him going down into turn 1. So give that position to the 188. He fends off the 48 truck there. Here you see 59 of Sorensen making a pass to the inside of Steve Rubino.
And we got Bell up here for the 7th position. Fugate going to the inside of Rich Napick, and the 85 Ricky Bumbalo trying to come along with him.
Yeah, Bumbalo now to the inside, and Napick going down into turn 1. Oh, maybe not. He could send it. He decides better of it. Lets that 6 car get back down the line. Oh, I don't know, man. These guys, I've noticed there's guys that really like running the bottom here, Ricky, really running around that yellow line, and there's also guys that like running that middle groove.
Yeah, and the thing about Phoenix, it kind of gives you some options on that, too. It feels like it's a one-lane track, but then when you actually start having to experiment with lines on how you get around the turn, it kind of almost turns into a 2-lane track. It's strange, because they kind of all the lines that you can take around here all kind of intersect with each other. Because the end goal is you're just trying to get it to rotate as best as you can off that yellow line. It's just, you know, how you enter the turn, how you exit the turn. That really differs.
I'm sorry, Ricky. Right now I'm just watching this race, and I'm just watching it so intently. We're single file, right? But I just like watching to see what the different lines guys take and the different way they kind of attack the track. We're watching Josh Boyer. He's really getting down on that yellow line. Yeah, he's out front, and it's working for him right now, but descends in that 33. He's maintaining pace, running up about half a truck wide to a whole lane higher than the 41 right now. Down in turn 3, but then they do the complete opposite down here in turn 1.
Yeah, and Josh Boyer and Mark DeSenza, these are guys that we kind of keep seeing pop up every time we come to these short tracks, Joe. When we did the modified broadcast the other week, they were kind of the guys up in the front shuffle for a lot of this. Herman Reiss as well. As we have another caution on track. Looks like the 14 of DJ Hinsky goes around again in the dogleg. Looks like he collected the 188 of Larry D, and Rod Weston, the 56, almost spins out and just recovers it last second.
Down into turn 1, this 14 truck. We saw this Monday night again. Turn 1 was a trouble spot for a lot of these drivers. Here you see Hinsky going to the inside of MT Johnson in the 78. Hits that apron a little bit, washes up the track, loses control of the car. Collects the 188. Ooh, 188 probably definitely got the worst of that damage there.
Yeah, 188 kind of backed it into the wall. Realistic damage tonight, so that might actually play a factor in how that truck's handling. Probably nothing monumental. It looked like he just kind of smacked the wall with the rear end, so they'll probably be able to pull most of that out. But that's probably going to affect his aero a little bit, how he's going to get around here. And Phoenix, it behaves like a short track, but it has big track characteristics. One of them being that you really got to make sure you're keeping your fenders clean, very aero heavy, that you really want all that downforce. So any kind of disturbance to that, you already saw the Hinsky there just kind of spun on his own. Like, these trucks aren't super planted at the moment, so any kind of damage to that rear end, anything that's going to move that spoiler around might not be the best thing for you right now.
And an interesting strategy call. Josh Boyer coming to pit road. The rest of the top 5, or then second place, Mark DeSenza back to Harry Codianne decide to not pit. 23 of Maverick comes down pit road, so it looks like Maverick trying to throw a Hail Mary right now.
No, this isn't a bad idea, Joe. We were discussing it already. We've already seen it, you know, how wear intensive this track is. Josh Boyer coming down, 15 laps on those tires. That's probably going to pay pretty big dividends compared to the guys that are on track right now. And again, the points battle is pretty much down between 3 guys mathematically. Boyer's not present in it, so all he's got to worry about tonight is getting that win. So he could try to mix it up. He can try doing some alternative pit strategy, just trying to sort of outfox these guys on pit road, because he doesn't really have anything on the line other than getting that win. A few more guys. 16 is Stefan Martel, the 57 of Keller, and the 14 of DJ Hinsky all come down pit road this time. Rest of the field looks like they're going to stay out here, Joe, but going to be interesting here. Keep an eye on that 40. Keep an eye to that 41 of Josh Boyer, and then see how quickly he makes his way back up through the field here, because he's got 15 lap fresher rubber than these guys now. The 23 of Maverick came down as well, and the 6 of Rich Napick, so...
Ricky, track position. We've seen here in the trucks, and we've seen at short tracks in the Hobo Racing League. Track position, track position, track position, track position. Let me say it one more time for the viewers at home. Track position. It comes into play more often than not. And Josh Boyer, from the start, had the track position and decided that the tires were better. 15 laps. Tire wears a lot here, but I don't...
Well,
the track position. The track position, Ricky. The track position.
I agree with you, but at the same time, he's going to be rolling off about, let's see, they're coming across the line right now. Just going to get update scoring here, so I can say with certainty on this. He is going to be starting 14th, so of the 23 truck field, he's starting 14th, so he's not super far away from the front. He's about maybe a little under midway through the pack, so, and all these guys in front of him have old tires, so that's going to really pay off for him. He's going to have a lot more options on where he goes on the track, just on the grounds that his truck's going to have a lot more grip. I don't know. I'll have to see how this run goes, and then I wouldn't want to say that I don't trust that decision right now, but I wouldn't want to say I don't trust it either without seeing what it does.
I don't know, man. I want that track. I want to stay out front for as long as I can. The guy out front right now, it's Mark DeSenza, Herman Reiss behind him, trying to pull the points gap on Harry Codianne, who's in third. Codianne with the 21-point advantage coming into tonight. Pace Truck makes its way down pit roads to Kenneth Fugate. The rest of your top 5 into the restart zone we go. Green flag, we're back racing in Phoenix.
One person that's probably really enjoying the fact that Maverick pit there. Oh, we got the 48 of Austin LaPlante into the inside wall. And he is around on the track, and that's going to bring out another caution. That was a hard hit to the inside wall, Joe.
That truck looks destroyed.
That is another caution in the dog leg. I wasn't kidding when I said it was treacherous. Looks like, we're going to go back and take a look at this. Looks like the 48 of Austin LaPlante was hit the apron. The truck got a little tight, and he just had to chase it all the way through turn 1.
Oh.
And when he came off the turn 2 here, he just, again, smacked that service wall. And it just shot him down to the inside wall, full speed, 120 miles an hour into that inside wall. That was a hard shot, Joe.
I'll go on board here next, but you saw it right there, Ricky, describing it beautifully. Just hitting that wall where that kind of just juts out there on the exit of 1. No safer barriers here either, so... Oh boy, here is the Lowe's visor cam with the plant. Ow. That is a hard lick.
That was a hard shot.
Yikes. Hopefully the driver of the 48's okay after that one.
He's still trying to make it around track right now, Joe, but it looks like he's going to park it here. And 48 of Austin LaPlante, unfortunately, looks like he's going to be done for the night. That's going to keep coming back. That whole thing of these trucks get tight. You really got to be careful. That wall just comes out at like a weird angle, and it's almost like coming off turn 2 at Texas. It's just the way that it comes out angled to the actual track surface, or I guess the radius of the turn and the way that wall's angled. It makes you think that you have more space to move out, and then you end up smacking it. You really got to be careful about that wall, and we'll probably see that more tonight, to be honest. I saw a lot of trucks in the back getting close to that wall in the first few laps.
Hey man, close to the wall is scary. Wall can just sometimes come out at you and go boo, and then you just ooh.
Yeah, scary.
I have no idea what's going on, Ricky. I have no idea.
There's a few other walls on this track. There's a lot of service roads on the dog leg that are like that, but you can even see it coming off of turn 4 here, that the wall actually curves out and then comes back inward at an angle. So if you take it too high into turn 3 and 4 for whatever reason, and you hit that wall, it's just going to shoot you hard left back down into the field.
We're going to go on helicopter camera here, so just to illustrate these different points on the track that are kind of weird, right? Here we are, we're traveling through turns 1 and 2 right now. You're going to see off to the right that part where LaPlante just hit. See the tire marks there, too, from some earlier incidents. Here it is right here where the service vehicles would usually be parked on the other side of that wall to get out to help these drivers in case they needed it. Here's another, again, weird service area on the exit of the dog leg. So there's that one.
It's relatively normal until we get into 3 and 4 here, and then it kind of stays the same, and it fans out and gets wider. And then you'll see what I was talking about, how it tapers back inward.
Walls. Alright, so here it is, right past this Goodyear bridge. And just, it gives the driver the perception that they can kind of yaw the car out, right? They can go all the way up next to that wall.
There it goes, right there, right by the Chevy sign. You can see it, how it just slinks back inwards. That's all raceable surface, but the problem is if you try to run a line out there, you're just going to hit the wall and then get, flung back to the left. We're going to be 1 to go here this time by, Joe, so... Like, we'll have pretty much the same layout. No one really made any progress on track on that caution. We only got halfway around a lap, so Mark DeCenzo will still be leading Herman Reiss in 2nd, Harry Codianne in 3rd, Jeff Stakenis in 4th, and then Fugate will be rounding out the top 5 here.
And Ricky, we're gonna have, again, Josh Boyer, he gave up that track position. Now if we get maybe a 3 or 4 lap run here, the rest of these guys might come down pit road, and maybe Boyer grabs that track position back. We'll have to see, but right now it's not looking like the move, because when we're running under caution, you can't make up positions, right? You can't pass. I can't pass anyone, crew chief. I can't pass. So, guy that was angry about... Phoenix has a history of making Truck Series drivers angry at their crew chiefs. Hopefully that's not the case with the 41 crew. Pace truck makes its way off pit road. Descends is going to go into the restart zone here. He'll see the green flag. And it's waving again. Green flag's back out at Phoenix. Already.
What stays clean through the dog leg here this time, Joe?
We're single file, right? Single file restarts, but these guys are already starting to spread out. Descenza with a 6-7 truck length lead pulling down the straightaway.
Josh Boyer just made a hard charge to the inside of MT Johnson in the 06. The 06 kind of dropping back here. Maverick follows him through. That's up to 12th, so that's where the previous leader of the race is running right now, and he's got the points leader right behind him. Right now, if you're Harry Codianne, you really got to make a gun at this lead here. Or not Harry Codianne. If you're Herman Reiss, you really got to make go at this lead here.
It looks like he's closing that. He's closing that gap back in. Remember, lead a lap. That's some bonus points too, so it might make that championship battle a lot tighter, depending on if Codianne can also get up there and lead a lap.
My apologies. I said Maverick was the points leader. He is 3rd in points.
Yes, he's 3rd in points, 124 back.
Yeah, this is why we don't discuss points when it's live.
Those numbers coming into the race tonight.
But still, Herman Reiss ahead of Harry Codianne here, so he's ahead of the guy who's racing for points. It would really be beneficial for him to get past the 33 Descenza here to get some bonus points on the board, just so that he has something over that 13. Right now, running 1-2 on the track, 2-3 on the track. Not really much that he can do other than just trying to rack up some bonus points real quick.
Reiss still trying to hunt down Descenza. It looks like that lead for the 33 truck is kind of stabilizing here. Let's go back throughout the pack. Try to catch it up on Josh Boyer. He's trying to run down the 56 of Weston here.
And he is, Joe. We went across the line last time by. The 56 Rod Weston ran a 27.871. Boyer ran a 27.679. So Boyer not far off from his best lap of the race right now on those fresh rubbers. He's about, you know, two tenths faster than some of these guys he's racing in front of. Leader on track right now is actually running just ran a 27.89. So Boyer definitely has the lap times better than that leader. It's just a matter of how he's going to navigate the field right now.
And again, it's so hard to pass here. We talked about that with drivers Tuesday night. It's difficult to pass at a track like Phoenix that's very one lane, right? It's very one lane. We talked about how you kind of have a couple options, right? But once you get up next to a guy, it's just so hard to pass because that second option you have to run a little bit higher, that just really bogs down the guy on the bottom.
Yeah, and Joe, we got battle back here for a 10th position. Dan Rubino and the 56 of Rod Weston. Rod set him up coming off turn 4 so he could have a big run going into 1. He got his nose to the inside, and they're side by side through the dogleg.
And Weston using up those yellow rumble strips there through the dogleg, and it looks like we got a caution.
Another caution on track.
Wait.
There's no caution, is there?
Oh, man, I'm a silly Billy. I thought I saw the yellow, that mellow yellow machine. I was like, oh, yellow flag.
Oh, we're good. All right, keep going. Still in green.
Looked like there was debris. Maybe there was. Maybe there wasn't.
Looks like he holds off that 56 of Weston, though. Weston had a big charge. I'm surprised Rubino held that off. Went up high in 3 and 4. A line we hadn't really seen anyone do yet. Took it pretty close to the wall and actually made a pretty good run off the turn. Helped him get back ahead of that 56, and then just kind of fell in line again. Josh Boyer tracking down both of them still, but his lap times are actually starting to level out just a little bit with these guys in front of him. So Josh Boyer is going to have to start making some moves here before these tires start to give out.
Well, already they're going to start equalizing, Ricky. We saw Dan Rubino there able to hold off Weston in the 56, and it just illustrated the point I had just made, that if you can hold that outside line, you can really just bog down that guy on the bottom.
Yeah, because a lot of how you got to make passes at Phoenix is that you just got to, like, keep the run going, keep the momentum up. So a lot of times if you're slower than somebody, if you can get a good run off the turn, just off of the turn once and get back ahead of them and then kind of take away their line on the low line again, you can kind of just hold them off because, you know, they're not going to be able to make that charge on you on the outside. They're going to have to pass you on the inside. So you're kind of erasing all the work that they did. As you see the 41 of Josh Boyer, big moment there. 56 a row, we got close to the wall, and Maverick's going to make a charge to the inside here.
Yeah, and this is where you want to try to pass. It's down here in turns 1 and 2. It's a little easier to pass down here. Maverick in this 23 truck. Looks like he's going to get to the inside of Boyer here. Boyer trying to pull back strong on the outside. He can't do it. He's going to have a run going down into 3. Looks to the inside. Not going to be there, though. So give that position to Maverick's chart and to charge his way back up through the field. Now the farthest guy up on the newer tires.
Yeah, to that point, Joe, about getting the nose to the inside, that's what we just saw happen with the 41 there. They went into turn 3, and what happened was it looked like he was trying to get a nose in on the inside of the 56 of Weston, and he just ran out of space, so he kind of had to think twice about it, and he basically had to enter the turn almost on the apron. So the truck just wiggled back up the track, and he had to just sort of chase it all the way up the turn. Lost a lot of ground to Maverick in the 23 there. He's going to have to make that up, but like I said, you really got to be careful about setting those passes up, getting the nose to the inside of someone, because you really got to the only way that you're going to be able to do it is if you make it abundantly clear that you are in the position to pass somebody on the inside there. You can't just sort of have your nose to the inside, because it's very easy for the guy in front of you to just cut your line off and really hurt you more than it hurts them.
Go back to Mark Descenza, our current leader. Again, just holding that ground over second place Herman Reiss, and Harry Codianne doing what he needs to do, just keeping that 73 out front of him, right in front of him, to maintain that points gap. So Descenza doing a great job in this Camping World RV Center's number 33 truck. Ron Hornaday-esque truck. I'm pretty sure that is a Ron Hornaday truck. Doing a great job out here tonight. But
and the thing out here is that all these guys are running very similar lap times. Mark Descenza, as they're coming across the line here, we'll see what time he ran. He ran a 27.75, and Herman Reiss right behind him ran a 27.78, and then Harry Codianne ran a 27.785. They're all like right there. They're running almost identical lap times on track here. It's just minor differences by a couple hundredths every lap. So Senza Holden lead there, but if he even has the slightest slip up, then Herman Reiss and Harry Codianne are going to be there to strike.
And we saw that you can. It's pretty easy to make a slip up. A couple laps ago, when we saw Boyer with a big wiggle through turns 3 and 4, that allowed that 23 truck of Maverick to get to his inside. That was around what, lap 30? We're just over a third of the way through this race. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to us here on JTN tonight. It's a lovely Sunday night. Hope you're preparing for another week to attack the week with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. A great phrase to say. Go ahead, Ricky.
Like the 56 of Rod Weston just dropped back, lost 2 positions to Josh Boyer and Maverick, and now Maverick actually sizing up the 44 Dan Rubino as slow on track. I think we got a caution here, Joe, and I think the 16 of Stefan Martel was around in turn 3.
Find him. Oh, the whole left side of that Sunoco truck.
Oh, it was a big hit. So, like going into the dog leg here, the 14 of DJ Hinsky is racing with the 16 Martel. He just gets into the back quarter panel of the 16, back bumper, back left corner of the bumper of the 16. They both just went into the inside wall. Hard hit for both trucks.
Oh, yeah. Just misjudged it there. Both of them, that wall at that awkward angle. I think Martel might be okay. He hit it pretty. I mean, definitely big ouchies there for the driver, right? Hitting driver's side like that. But the car should be okay because it didn't look like he hit it with the nose. Because the big thing you got to worry about here in NR is the engine damage. We'll get you a helicopter view.
14, DJ Hinsky is off track. He is out of the race. So that 14, I guess, was a terminal, whatever he did when he hit the inside wall there. But
here you see the helicopter cam. So give us a good view of just how this kind of happens, right? The 14 kind of gasses it up a little quicker than he probably had room to, and he hit it, too. He hit it with the passenger side pretty flush, but it looks like maybe just a little bit too much contact to that right front, or maybe, oh no, if he caught us 2 yellows, right? Maybe have to take it to the garage to do that.
It's got him out as a mechanical failure, so I'm not sure if he,
you know.
He, clobbered that inside wall passenger side. We'll have to see. Stefan Martel probably has engine damage off that. He took a whale of a shot as all of the trucks are coming down pit road this time. And Josh Boyer is going to stay out.
Yeah, that I don't... Oh, man.
Josh Boyer really trying some different things with strategy tonight. Really trying to mix it up. That really didn't pay off for him getting fresh tires. But the thing is, those new tires were not as much of a benefit as we thought they were going to be. He was running very similar lap times to the rest of the field.
You see the field.
But now we're kind of flipping the script here. And in theory, he shouldn't be running super far off from what these leaders are. Might be able to hold off Mark DeSenza for a while DeSenza's tires wear out and they kind of equalize.
That would be the hope, right? I mean, that's the play here.
And he's got the 57 of Keller out there with him. We'll see what happens with that Budget Gourmet Chevy Silverado if he comes down pit road or if he stays out there too. Looks like he's going to stay out, so nope, he second thought it. So there you go. Josh Boyer losing his buffer there. I was going to say he would have one truck on old tires too that would sort of act as a buffer between him and the 33 since they got to start single file, no passing off turn 2, that he could sort of use that to his benefit. But no, he's going to have an entire field of fresh tires behind him.
Not a bad thing, Ricky. Not a bad thing to have that entire field right behind you.
Oh yeah, no. But like I said, he was running pretty competitive lap times with the rest of the field. It wasn't. Everyone was running about 27.7s, 27.8s. Best laps of this race have been 27.6 flat, it seems. So, a few exceptions. So it really seems like might be able to hold off here with 15 lap older tires if the entire field being on that same cycle compared to him on fresh didn't really do much for him. That 41 of Josh Boyer, we know that truck's fast. He was leading pretty confidently before he decided to take that pit strategy.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta throw a Hail Mary. Gotta throw
Yeah,
it, gotta try
like
it.
I said, he's got nothing to lose. He's just here for the win. He's not in on points, so if I was in his position, I'd just be doing that too.
R&D, baby, R&D. It's the end of the
R&D.
season. Get some information, get some knowledge here. Coming close to lap 50. Oh, actually, no. Coming close to halfway, almost at 45 and 90. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to us at JTN. Make sure you like the video. hit subscribe as well. We appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. Chat is having fun tonight, so that's a good thing to see on a wonderful Saturday or Sunday night. It's not Saturday night. Oh boy, I'm tired. Sunday. Make sure you check out all our sponsors. Check out the JTN merch store for some really great JTN merch to show your support for us here at JTN. We appreciate y'all again tuning in. The best way to support us, again, hit subscribe. That's the best way. If you're not already, hit subscribe, like the video. Go over to our Facebook page and give us a like over there as well. Working lap 43, coming to 44 on the restart. Josh Boyer, Mark DeSenza, Herman Reiss, Harry Codianne, and then in 5th, rounding out your top 5, Jeff Fugate in the 9, getting ready to go back green flag racing. Pace truck will make the hard left turn down pit road. Josh Boyer once again will lead him back to green. Ricky, here we go. Green flag's back out at Phoenix.
Josh Boyer gets a good jump here. That's what he needs, is that at least he got a little bit of a buffer on Mark DeSenza, so he can sort of get some, at least get a lap here to figure out how his tires are going to handle this.
Hey, maybe the buffer of air is an okay thing to have. Instead of the buffer of cars, right?
Yeah, a little bit of dirty air never hurt anyone.
Well, it always hurts the second guy.
Yeah. Josh Boyer holding pretty good here, holding court here in first place on Mark DeSenza. See next time by what kind of laps these guys run under full speed, but Maverick's making a charge at the 54 of Andre Mangione, didn't end up materializing, so he's going to hold that position in 12th.
Each Boyer, that 33 truck of DeSenza is coming right now for that lead. Josh Boyer leads at the halfway point, 45 down, 45 to go in this one.
Okay, yeah. Josh Boyer just ran 28.002. Mark DeSenza 27.783. So he's about 3 tenths faster right now. So 2 or 3 tenths faster. So that 41 is going to have to do some work just to block the 33 here.
Just take his line away. Take his line away.
The thing is, you can kind of see it. DeSenza gets a really good corner off right now, and that's really what's making up all this speed, which isn't good for Boyer because that means DeSenza is in a very good position to set him up going into turn 1 and into turn 3. If you get that run off the turn, he's got a lot more momentum going down the straightaway and through the dogleg. You see it again as he gets close to the 41. He'll be able to sort of get his nose into the inside of that 41 if Boyer's not protecting.
Yeah, Boyer doing a great job, though, on these old tires right now to kind of fend off DeSenza in the 33 for now. But again, there you see it again, just that 33 just so good off the corners right now with those fresh tires.
And that time by, Boyer ran at 27.7, so I mean, hey. And Mark DeSenza was only 2 100ths faster as he goes to the inside of 41 of Boyer. Boyer's tires actually are holding up a little better than I thought they would.
Yeah.
DeSenza's going to make a charge for the inside here, but Boyer's going to have the momentum on the outside.
Boyer's sticking tough on the outside off turn 4. It's a drag race down into turns 1 and 2. I think DeSenza, though, Ricky, is going to be able to get it here. We've seen 1 and 2 is the place you can make a pass. That outside line not as viable down here. Give the lead back to Mark DeSenza on lap number 49.
And now a big question is, does Josh Boyer lose second position to Herman Reiss here, or does he just fall in line?
Well, if I'm Herman Reiss, I want to try to get around this 41 as quick as possible. We talked about the tires equalizing here, maybe getting a little closer to equal. Well, if Herman Reiss can get around this 41 and Josh Boyer, and then Harry Codianne can't, that helps him try to make up the ground on the 13 of Codianne for this championship.
And we've seen it. It's hard to pass here. So really, right now, Herman Reiss getting some bonus points. Really, it's totally plausible that Herman Reiss could get some bonus points here for leading laps, and that Codianne wouldn't. Just with how hard it is to pass here. So that 73 Cadillac's really got to make a charge here. As looks like we are under caution again. And oh, the 57's around the 34.
Oh, big
the 16's involved. Big wreck. The 44 of Dan Rubino is also involved in turn 3.
Poor Bino, man.
A four truck melee in turn 3 here.
Melee, I like it. Alright, here's Rubino. He's going to be going down into turns 3 and 4, and he's just going to snap loose on him.
Yeah, it just looks like he sent in just a little too hard. That rear end kicked out on him.
Damn.
Hard hit to that inside wall, but then these guys just come
Here we go.
flying in here. The 34 Andre Rieume spins trying to avoid him. The 57 spins trying to avoid him. The 16 spins trying to avoid him.
Well, they didn't hit him. They didn't
hit
him.
Yeah, the F6 MT Johnson. No one really hit the 44. I thought the 44 got that rear end damage because someone hit him, but everyone just spun trying to miss him.
Have you ever?
A couple times.
Come on.
Now we're back under yellow here. Now everyone's coming down pit road, and Herman Reiss stays out, Joe.
That's nothing out of the ordinary there for Herman.
Now this one's interesting. This one's interesting because we did not get as long of a run this time. So you just saw what it did with Josh Boyer. Josh Boyer, that was a 15-lap run. We did not run. I don't even think we ran 15 laps there. So now Herman Reiss is on old tires, but not as old as Josh Boyer's. Harry Codianne wins the race off of pit road too.
So Codianne probably took 2 tires then.
He might have.
That would be
check the replay here.
Because DeSenza came down first, he took 4. So,
oh, Joe. Harry Codianne didn't take any tires. He came down, took fuel, and left.
Oh, brother. I don't like that.
That truck did not race up into the air once. No, 13 of Harry Codianne, the Drum Workshop Chevy Silverado. He came down, took fuel, and that's it. So I guess these guys are just trying to get to the end on fuel. Not a long run here to the end. I mean, it's about 40 laps, a little less than 40 laps right now, 39 laps. So it's doable, but if you don't have that lead, it's going to be tough for Codianne. He's going to have all these guys rearing down on him, and he doesn't really have that clean air to fall back on.
Oh, man, I'm puzzled right now.
You gotta wonder if they're waiting, expecting another caution to come out of this too.
I mean, so Tuesday night, Ricky, when I was up here in the booth here at Phoenix, guys were right on the edge of fuel with about this many laps to go. And I know the trucks get a little better mileage, not a lot. Actually, it might even be a little worse. I have no idea. It's somewhere in there, right?
One way or the other, I don't know.
I wonder if the 13 of Codianne just came down to pit thinking guys were just topping off on fuel. Meanwhile, Herman Reiss thinks maybe, oh, we're going to get a couple cautions here in a row. Because you hear that 73 shutting the motor off, coasting, trying to save gas here under caution. I wonder if...
Maybe.
Hey, you never know.
This is a big play by the 73 of Herman Reiss. This is a championship deciding play here if this doesn't pan out for him.
But what if it does?
If it does, if he does, I mean, there's going to be a big tip of the cap to that.
Here's the thing.
That 73 truck. But right now, Harry Codianne's in 4th, too, so I don't know exactly how much Herman Reiss has laps, bonus points for leading a lap right now.
That, too.
I think that should be like 5, right?
Correct. The other thing, though, that 13 truck is on the same tires.
Yeah. So,
and now there's 2 trucks between them where throughout this whole race, the 13's always been behind the 73. So we reset you like this. Herman Reiss out front. Jeff Stakenis in 2nd. Rich Napick 3rd. Harry Codianne, our championship leader right now, or coming into the race, is in 4th. Jeff Fugate 5th. Ricky Bumbalo 6th. DeSenza, Boyer. Hold on. Let's make sure these are getting them right. Well, DeSenza, Boyer behind them. There on the restart, because we're coming back to the green. But, again, 22 trucks, I believe, 20, or maybe 21 trucks still on track right now here in the finale at Phoenix. Herman Reiss going to lead him back to green, coming off turn 4 in his beautiful Cadillac truck. Here we go. Green flag, we're back racing here at Phoenix.
Jeff Stakenis got a good shot on that restart. It looks like he's going to lose some ground to Reiss, though, just on the ground, so he has to wait until off turn 2 to pass here. These guys all fall in line. Get a little further back. Everyone stays pretty organized coming through the dogleg here, Joe. Here's the interesting part where now we got the 73s on old, the 31s on old tires. The 6, I think, is the 6 on new tires?
No.
6 is on old tires, the 13's on old. So Fugate and the 9's the first one with new?
Yes, he only got 2, right?
He only got 2. So this is gonna be a big shakeup here. We'll see how this pans out. You see a 13 of Harry Codianne make a hard charge to the inside of Rich Napick there. He looked all the way underneath that rumble strip of the dog leg. Didn't pan out. But Herman Reiss in the lead in that 73 is holding ground on that 31 of Jessica Kennis.
Right now,
the 33 of Mark DeSenza is actually losing ground to Ricky Bumbalo.
well, no, DeSenza trying to make the pass on the outside, Ricky.
Oh, is that?
Yep. Come on. Look at those new tires work.
Oh, yeah.
He did it.
Yeah, these guys are going to be careful. You're going to be scared of that 33 Camping World truck. He's going to make a hard charge here into turn 3. You can get a really good run off the turn. It seems if you take it high into turn 3. And it looks like that DeSenza will stay at the bottom. Kind of save those tires for another day.
He's closing the gap on the 9 of Fugate here, going down into turn 1. You can get another good run. Oh, we got a caution. Napick around in front. Oh, he took Codianne
around. Codianne is involved in the wreck. As our points leader, Joe. In the 41 of Josh Boyer's around in the dirt.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my word.
What did I just see? Take a look at it.
Oh, my goodness. That was our points leader. It looks like the 6 of Rich Napick just overdrove it just a little bit into turn 1, just trying to get a little extra, and the rear end just kicked around on him. And then Harry Codianne slams on the brakes. You see the tires lock up as he's trying to slow down, and he just gets collected by Napick. Oh, Jessica Kennis just gets through that, but all these guys log jam, and Boyer gets a good shot to the inside, and so he spins out in the grass, but goodness, that's not a hard shot for any of these guys, even for Codianne, to be honest. But that's a huge thing. He just lost all that track position. He's gonna have to come down pit road for sure now and get tires, and now he's gonna be behind all these guys. You know, we still got 21 cars on the lead lap. He is buried in the field right now.
Buried.
He's buried in the field, Joe.
That
is a huge championship implication right there.
Here it is again. One more time. Just the way the game works, right? It kind of flung him around once he made contact with that 6 instead of kind of just driving right through him, right?
Yeah, it was sort of like he got on the brakes. He was trying to miss the 9 there as he was spinning, and then the quarter panels touched and almost just like grabbed him. It almost just hooked him together, like linked him together with the 9 and then threw him around sideways. So very unfortunate for that 13 team, Harry Codianne. He's going to have to do a lot of work here to protect his points lead now. We saw it, you know, Josh Boyer there. We thought that, you know, those fresh tires were going to pan out for that 41. Now he's in the back of the field. He's going to have to pit again. He's going to be stuck in the back with these guys on about equal footing with him. So hard luck for that 41 team as well, yeah. And the 13 won't come down pit road, and the 6 and the 41. So pretty much everyone in that incident is coming down pit road. That's the only people I see on the pit lane right now, so I think that's all we're going to get for takers. So pit strategy still stands. Herman Reiss saving fuel on track, no tires. Jessica Kennis on old tires, same as Herman Reiss. Fugate, same thing. Mark DeSenza on 4 fresh tires, good on fuel. So, but you know, right now, Herman Reiss, he doesn't necessarily have to win the race. He's just got to do better than Harry Codianne.
Yep.
So right now, Codianne falling to those misfortunes is going to help his case. But, man, he's going to need every point, that 73. He's really going to have to just keep trying to go for this win if he wants to have a run at this. Come off turn 4 here, would be about 30 laps to go right now, and so he's gonna go another 30 laps on that tank of fuel.
30 laps to go on the tank of fuel. I mean, 2/3 through this race. Bristol, our producer, walking in, telling me I gotta mention our sponsors. Check out JoeTow Designs. Use code JTN2 at checkout for 10% off. That's JoeTow Designs. Link in the description below. Also check out AutoSim, the premier text-based simulated racing game on the market. It's free to play. Autosim.weebly.com. Check out the link in the description below for that as well to find out more. Also, make sure you head over to Facebook, to the JTN Facebook page. Give us a like over there. We'll post every day. We're going live right here on youtube.com/JoeTowNetwork. Here on JTN, as always, I'm Joe Twansky. Alongside me tonight, Ricky Collette. We're providing you with some great commentary for this Hobo Racing League Truck Series finale from Phoenix. Pace Truck lights are off. We reset you like this. Herman Reiss out front. Jeff Stekenis in second. Jeff Fugate in third. Mark DeSenza in fourth. And then in fifth, it looked to be the 85 of Ricky Bumbalo. Maverick there in sixth. also has a fast truck. Looks like a little bit of internet connection issues with that 23 truck throughout the night, so just keep an eye on that. Sorensen right there behind him in that 59 truck. In 7th, 8th is Ryan Johnson in the 78 truck. 9th, there's Steve Rubino, and 10th, Rod Weston. So that's your top 10 for this restart with just under a third of the race to go. A third of the race of the last race finale night here at Phoenix. Herman Reiss trying to win a championship, trying to chase down Harry Codianne, who has had trouble tonight involved in our last incident here. Pace truck makes its way through turn number 4, makes the hard left turn down pit road. Will go into the restart zone. Green flag, we're back racing at Phoenix.
And Reiss holds position, but keep an eye out. Ricky Bumbalo in the 85 going to the inside of Descenza here. Is the 85 on new tires?
85 has, I think he's another guy that took 2.
All right. So right now, Descenza had a little bit of a challenge there. Looks like that's organized out. Big water cars. Harry Codianne going 3 wide for 16th position here.
I mean, he's got to go. He's got to go.
He is charging. He has got to go, and he's going to the inside of the 57 of Keller. Oh, my goodness. He is making his way through here. Making his way downtown. Watch.
Okay. You tried.
I forgot the lyrics to the song, Joe. It's intense. He's catching up with the 44th round. And Codianne.
Oh, he missed it. Oh, missed it. Oh, buddy.
Oh, my goodness. That could have been the race right there. In 85 of Ricky Bumbalo is very, very beaten up. Oh, my goodness. What just happened there, Joe?
Problems.
Big problems. All right, we'll take a look at this because there's a few separate incidents here. Oh my.
Oh, Descenza got loose in front of Bumbalo.
Oh yeah, and there's gonna have more points implications. Descenza gets loose in front of Bumbalo here. Bumbalo spins and he collects Maverick. He's in 3rd in points. 23 car goes hard into the outside wall. It's collected by the 85 and they're on track. And then the 44 Dan Rubino spins around, collects a 16. Oh my goodness, Harry Codianne. Oh, he just slipped through that.
Here's the onboard with Dan Rubino. You'll see the incident up to the top left of your screen. And this truck's just going to kick out on him here. Probably gets on the brakes a little too much, trying to make sure he doesn't hit anything. And then, oh, that 16 truck just phases through. There's Codianne. We'll get you on board with Codianne in a second here.
And he definitely overdrove that truck in a turn 3, but that just shows how close these lap times are. That Mark Descenza on fresh tires has to like make a charge that hard into the turn to gain any ground on these guys. He almost spun it there. That would have been a huge mess if he had not made it, but you can see he got as sideways as you can get before that thing spins.
How did Codianne not hit the 44 truck?
Not sure, but to be honest, it was a low-speed collision if he had hit the 44 truck, so I think he was not in the worst position if he had just grazed Dan there. But Maverick in the 23 truck on pit road still. He's going to be probably out of contention on this. Very unfortunate for that 23 team. But we talked about he really had to have everything go right for him here to have a shot at this championship. But and Herman Reiss, he's just running the clock out right now with these tires and fuel, and no one comes down pit road again.
They don't ask you how you lead the laps; they just ask you how many.
Yeah, it's not a bad strategy what he's doing right now, and you can see those fresh tires out there are not faring great right now. So,
real quick, Ricky, chat is
bumping.
I've never seen a chat rate number that high. And I mean, we don't usually get like chat like this, but Barbara writes in to us, on behalf of the Rubino family, we wish you and your family a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving for all of y'all, and make sure you're staying safe in these crazy, crazy times. And hopefully you have a wonderful Thanksgiving next week, and we're again, so thankful for the opportunity that Hobo Racing has given us to come out and broadcast these races here throughout the fall, and we hope to continue doing so throughout the winter as they start their winter seasons. And Ricky, it's just a fun time. It's just a fun time. It's a family affair here at Hobo.
Oh, it is a fun time. These are really fun broadcasts to do every time. I keep saying it when we come into the booth to do these races, but Hobo Racing League, you know, never a dull moment here when we do these races.
I mean, you look back, you see the JTN intro video, you see that instant right at the start, Ricky. We're going crazy. We just got a big wreck going down into turn 3 at Michigan, my home track. And pace truck lights off here. Just, you never know what is going to happen until it happens. And always, again, a fun time here at the Hobo Racing League. Top 5 is like this. Herman Reiss, Jeff Stakenish, Jeff Fugate. Your top 3. 4th, Mark DeSenza. 5th, Simpson in the number 59. 6th, Ryan Johnson. 7th, Rod Weston. 8th, the 94 truck. Oh, who's the 94 truck? I don't got it on my sheet. Oh, boy.
Oh, 94, Ronald Luzier. Or Luzier. I'm going to say Luzier.
All right.
Or Luzier.
9th is the 54 truck of Andre Mondrian, and 10th is Steve Rubino in his 21 truck. Field making its way through turns 3 and 4 after a quick cleanup after a lot of carnage down here at this end of the track. 3 and 4. It's been a trouble spot all night for these drivers. Pace truck makes its way down pit road, takes that hard left turn. Herman Reiss, you got another opportunity, buddy. Lead this field back to green. Green flags back out at Phoenix.
Mark DeSenza gets a good jump on that restart, but he's going to have to stay in line with the 73 until they get through turn 1. That keeps killing him. He gets these good restarts. He can't do anything until they get off turn 2. They single file off turn 2, and Josh Boyer immediately leapfrogs the inside the 16, so that 41 Top Golf truck up to 11th place. Harry Codianne falling behind him, trying to take that 12th spot from the 16 to Stephanie Martel. That 16 truck is beaten and battered to hell, so still holding strong though.
And again, Codianne's got to go. He's got to try to whittle down this gap that Herman Reiss, who's leading the race right now, has on him in the points. So 13 truck, he's got to get moving here.
Yeah, he really does. And Larry D's going to go to the inside the 16 as well. A little bit of race in the back here. But Fugate's been very close in the back end of this 31, and DeSenza has been right in the back of Fugate in the 9. These 3 here could start shuffling positions at any moment if Jeff Stakenish has any kind of slip-up. But man, Herman Reiss has got to be sweating bullets in the lead right now because he is not getting away from this pack.
And we saw it when DeSenza was out front. And we saw it when Boyer was out front. They were able to kind of pull away from this field, but the 73 truck of Herman Reiss just doesn't seem like he's got the speed to pull away from these guys.
And I think the problem is, too, they're probably having to push it pretty hard. Let's see, Herman Reiss that time from 5 ran a 27.786. Jeff Stakenish ran a 27.775. Fugate 27.81. And then DeSenza ran a 27.883. So, funny enough, Herman Reiss ran the fastest lap of that. Herman Reiss and Stakenish ran the fastest laps of those back that time by, despite having the oldest tires. So they're pushing those trucks for everything they got. The only thing is, I think it comes into play when these guys set up the pass. You can see it that they're not as planted and they can't really make as hard of a charge on the outside if they need to when these trucks on fresh tires try to pass them.
They're 3 wide there down the front straightaway for a hot second. Codianne just trying to make up these positions as fast as he can. He's got fresh tires, got around the 41 of Boyer, got around Steve Rubino there coming down the front straightaway and starting to move his way up through the pack.
On a big log jam here. Oh, and the 31 gets right in the back of the 9 of Fugate. Makes a charge to the inside. He's going to have the nose going in. And, oh, that is...
Yikes.
That's a little close for comfort.
A little close for comfort. What do you mean a
Oh,
little?
my goodness.
A little?
They log jammed a little bit there coming off of 4. The 73 Reiss took a different line and kind of stacked everyone up a little bit because it slowed down his center going through the turn. And they all kind of log jammed there, and Mark DeSenza had a great chance to make a run on the 9, but man, the 9 of Fugate just kept his foot in the pedal there. Just, you know, he was not going to let that 33 take that position, and they almost both spun going into turn 1.
It's got this top 4 right now. They're just driving so close to each other.
Oh, and 56 of Rod Weston, big checkup in turn 3. 94 checks up behind him, and Harry Codianne setting all of them up in 10th position here. Harry Codianne's going the inside of the 94 for 9, so +1 again to the 13 truck.
He's got to keep moving. He's got to keep making up these spots, and he's got to keep doing it quick because the more and more laps that tick off the board.
Senza's almost in the dirt trying to pass the 9. And,
oh, they make contact.
Together, they spin.
Fugate around
to the 9 truck of Fugate, and that's going to bring out another yellow.
Oh, buddy. You know who likes that yellow, though?
Herman Reiss.
No, Harry Codianne. Bunch
Oh,
some
Harry
back
Codianne,
up.
yeah.
Bunch some back up, Ricky.
They were racing hard. That 9 truck and that 9, there's sun drop all over the track, Joe. That 9 Dodge Ram is leaking sun drop everywhere. And if I was Fugate right now, I would not be happy.
Yeah, he just drives into the left rear of him. I don't know if he just misjudged it there. I'd like to think it's that.
I think it was a misjudgment. You saw how close they were racing there. Mark DeSenza had fresher tires. He had to go. He was racing Fugate as hard as possible, and they got very close a few times. So I think the close racing, they were doing a great job racing close there. It was just one slip up from one of them, and that was game over. And I think their number finally ran out on that. But man, if I was a Fugate running 3rd position, then he's out of it just like that. That 9 truck is very beaten up.
See the field making its way by. Everyone's staying out here, so everyone should be good to go on gases. We're just over 10 laps remaining in this race. Again, thank you so much to everyone for tuning in tonight. Appreciate y'all taking the time on a wonderful Sunday night here to check out us at JTN. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit like on the video. We appreciate it very, very much.
Oh, Joe, you said it. This is getting crazy here. We're laps 78 and 90, so we're about 13 laps to go here. I would imagine we'd get going with maybe 12 or 11 laps here. We got the second in points leading right now. Mark DeSenza's on fresh tires, and we saw that he was making a hard charge on the 9. Now he's at the mercy of Jeff Stakenas, who has worse tires comparatively than the 9, who had 2 tires. And then all in the middle of this, Harry Codianne's up to 7th. Points leader, who was involved in that incident earlier. So get ready. This last 10 laps are going to be wild here, because I don't think this front shuffle is going to stay totally friendly with each other for this last little stint. But all in all, it might be all for nothing, or just for the win, because Harry Codianne might make his way back up far enough that he still takes his championship.
Oh man, Ricky, this is too close. This is too close right now. These are those Game 7 moments that they said you couldn't have in a full season points format, and here they are. Here they are.
Here. Yeah, Herman Reiss, 79 here, so they'll probably get the 1 to go with 11 to go. So they're going to be going green with 10 to go here, Joe. So they want to get that TWB one-liner ready to roll, because
it's ready. It's always ready.
It's going to get wild as you're trying to rattle that off.
But again, thank you so much to everyone tuning in. Great night of racing here on JTN. Chat is having fun tonight. Appreciate y'all.
30 people watching all night. I have not seen that number really deviate that far from 30 since we hit green flag. So thanks for everyone watching. That's a pretty good outing for tonight, Joe. Hey,
we love it here. It's Sunday night. There's a lot of other things that we know you could be doing with your time, and we appreciate you choosing us here at JTN. Joe Twansky, Ricky Collette alongside me. We're coming in close to 10 laps to go. Pace truck turns its lights off. So, yep, Ricky, you were right. 10 laps to go. We'll be going back green flag racing. We'll get that TWB 10 to go graphic all tuned up. We reset you with like this. Herman Reiss out front. Jeff Stakenas in second. Mark DeSenza in third. Fourth is the 78 of Ryan Johnson. Fifth, the 59 of Simpson. Sixth, Rod Weston. Seventh, it's Harry Codianne, and he's got the freshest tires in the field right now, and he has to make up positions. He's going to have 10 laps to try to close the gap on the leader, his competitor for the championship, Herman Reiss, who's out front here. It's going to be a hectic last 10 laps, and you're going to see it all live right here on JTN. Field making its way through turns number 3 and 4. Herman Reiss has to get a good restart here and try to pull a gap on Stekkenis. You wonder what that 31 truck might do here to try to win this race, knowing that that 73 is in position to win the Truck Series Championship. Into the restart zone. Green flag's back out at Phoenix, and this is our TWB 10 to go. For years, TWB has been providing consumers and businesses alike with products and services that get stuff done. Visit TWB for more information and head over to TommyBordeaux.com for more information about TWB's founder, Tommy Bordeaux. Also, check out GardenLightsDirect.com. Black Friday sale going on right now. Get some beautiful lights at GardenLightsDirect.com, a proud partner of TWB. And yes, that GardenLightsDirect.com, those sales are awesome right now. That's your TWB 10 to go. Is Herman Reiss still your leader? But DeSenza trying to make his way past Stekkenis. DeSenza might have something for the 73 truck.
There it goes. Mark DeSenza makes a charge back to Stekkenis here. This is going to be interesting. And the 78 of Ryan Johnson makes a hard charge to the inside. Duke Sorensen on the outside of Harry Codianne here, going for his 5th spot, Joe.
Codianne's
back in the top 5.
He's got to move. He's got to move.
Right here.
He's got to move, Ricky. He's got to move. He's going to try to follow the 78 truck, most likely past the 31. If the 78 can get to the inside here, going down to 1, he can't do that. Can't do it. Can't get there.
See how much that 33 just rolls the center. 73 is really going to have to make sure that he's guarding his position, because DeSenza's going to be rearing down on him in a lap here.
Oh, he's already there. We've seen that 33 truck just able to throw it down into the corners throughout the night. Sometimes a little too well. Herman Reiss, though, holding off that 33 truck. DeSenza's going to try to get those really good runs off of turn 3 and try to make a pass into 1 and 2. That's his move, and we saw it earlier tonight.
Harry Codianne makes another hard charge at 78 of Ryan Johnson. He's there. It's just a matter of if he can get a nose to the inside of that 78, and it looks like he's going to make a swing at it going into turn 3 and 4 here. And
he's loose.
Slideways. Ooh, and he's right up against that 78, and they're going to get out of that clean, but oof. They're coming to 6 to go here, Joe.
And I mean, it's close.
Don't stop watching yet, folks. It's going to get nuts as the 33 goes right up against the back bumper of the 73. You want Herman Reiss to know he is there. Mark DeSenza is not going to let this go. He's got fresher tires. He wants to make a point that he's got fresher tires. He's going to make a hard charge on this 73. Herman Reiss doing everything in his power right now to hold on to that point, hold on to that lead to try to get any kind of a points benefit against Harry Codianne. But it might be all for naught here, Joe.
Might not
Mark
be.
DeSenza hits the apron and he wiggles, goes up the track.
I don't know, Ricky. That wiggle there might be it. It's so hard.
We still got 5 laps. And,
I don't know.
DeSenza keeps diving that corner and just getting such a huge run on Herman Reiss, and I can't say with confidence that the 33 is not going to catch back up, so we come across for 4 to go there. Here, Herman Reiss is just a little further up the track, and you see that's where DeSenza's making up all that time, is that he can get right down against that yellow line. Right in the back, Harry Codianne makes another charge of the 78 of Ryan Johnson, and he is...
Oh, he made contact!
Ryan Johnson into the outside wall, and we got a spin, and that might be the race right there, Joe.
Oh, man. And Herman Reiss is going to come across the line. He's going to win this race because it's going to end under yellow. And I don't know how the points are going to shake out. I don't know what happens to the 13
Another
causing...
big wreck in the back here. Stefan Martel, the 44, Dan Rubino, both around to turn 4. Rubino spun and got in the 60, and Martel just absolutely clobbered him.
Here's what happened with Bino here. 44 truck just getting down into the corner. It's going to get loose on him again. Looks like... Oh, no, you probably saw that. Truck's up ahead and just... Bam! That's what happens back here. We'll get you... You saw what happened to bring out the yellow out front. Get you another look at it. Oh, brother. Here it is. A hard lick for that 78 truck there. Luckily, no one else making contact.
We're gonna have to take some look at the. We're gonna take a look at the export here, Joe, on laps led and everything. As of right now, I don't believe. As of right now, I don't believe that Herman Reiss. I don't believe Herman Reiss led the most laps, but he did lead a lap, and he's gonna come across to win the race here. So Herman Reiss got some bonus points in the bank. You got to win on that. But man, Harry Codianne made a charge up to 4th place, and we'll have to see how this shuffles out. This could be do or die here for these two teams.
Tricky that is.
We saw how close this came down to a few weeks ago when we did the modifieds, I believe, where it came down to 1 point. So you never know. We're gonna have to take a pretty good check at this as we come around out turn 4. We're gonna be taking the white flag. It looks like we're not gonna go back green here. So Herman Reiss will be scored as the winner of this race. Mark DeSenza in 2nd, Jeff Stakenis in 3rd, Harry Codianne in 4th, Duke Sorensen in the 5th, Ronald Luzier in the 94 in 6th, Josh Boyer in the 7th position, Rod Weston in the 8th, Andre Mangion in 9th, and then Steve Rubino will be rounding out the top 10 here.
Ricky, just... Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Just what? It's unbelievable. We talked about Codianne having to make that charge to the front, and he was doing everything in his power to do so. He didn't lead a lap tonight, though, and that might end up being what keeps him from hoisting the championship trophy.
We'll have to see, Joe. That's it's gonna be close. That's pretty intimidating. We're not gonna be able to check that until they're done with the race and we can get the export here, and then I can go talk with downstairs with race control to see who ended up on that shuffle.
Well, here you see Herman Reiss. It's a little easier than I think he would have envisioned it, coming off of turns number 4, 3 and 4. I'm gonna try to hype this finish up. Side by side to the line, descends on the outside, trying to pull, but Herman Reiss wins it at Phoenix.
And what a hard charge by Mark DeSenza there. He really had a good truck and just came up a little bit short. So we'll see how this all shuffles out. As we got all the trucks across the line, we can get the replay and the export now.
Boy. Like Harry Codianne staying out on track.
Codianne staying out, so let's see.
Looks like he gave him high five. Herman Reiss, burn it down here.
Take a look here, Joe. Second, I'll be right back.
Ricky going down to race control really quick, doing his doing his job as a journalist here. We'll move into post-race coverage here from Phoenix. We'll interview our top 3 drivers as well as our champion, if he's not already part of that top 3. And I have a feeling Herman Reiss is going to be the guy that takes home this championship. He raced for it all season long. Ricky coming back.
Hey, Joe, they're tabulating it right now, but they said it's going to be close, so be on standby here. Be right back.
Oh, man, folks. I don't... I'm on the edge of my seat, man. I mean, I know we might... Ooh. Again, to the people that say you can't have a full season championship battle that doesn't result in a close finish, tonight we just proved that here. Full season here at Hobo with Truck Series. Cup Series uses the playoff format. Tonight they used the Truck Series. The Cup Series used playoff. I don't think I said that wrong. Truck Series uses the old format. Hey, looks like Herman Reiss did end up, in fact, leading the most laps, so he's going to get the bonus points for that as well.
Mr. Joe Toe.
Oh, boy.
By 4 points.
I see it. Go ahead, tell him.
Herman Reiss wins the championship. And what put him over the edge? The 5 bonus points for leading a lap.
Oh, brother. Oh, man.
The 73 Cadillac truck of Herman Reiss has won the truck championship by 4 points, is what they're saying right now.
Can you believe it? That's
What a comeback story right there. We were talking about at the start of the race. We said, okay, it's going to be close, but my goodness, I don't think we expected it to be that close.
4 points.
4 points is what they're saying.
4 points. And you gotta feel, you just have to feel for Codianne. He got taken out in that incident earlier in the race. And just, oh man.
Yeah, it's, oh my God. You know, they both made a good charge. You know, they both made a great show of it tonight. And Harry Codianne ran into some misfortune there, made a hard charge back. It was just, it was really, it seemed like it was a game of just by just such few numbers there. And Harry Codianne, just by proxy of winning the race and having those bonus points to his credit, that's what
Herman
put him over the
Reiss.
edge.
Herman
Or Herman
Reiss.
Reiss, I'm sorry. Herman Reiss having those bonus points to his credit. Sorry, I'm still trying to take it in. Just is wild. I'd say have you ever, but man, we just saw it in the modifieds the other week.
And Ricky, I mean, what does it... Again, winning a championship, always a big deal. Is the race results showing up on your screens now at home in their glory. But winning a championship, it's always a big deal. Herman Reiss, he won that modified championship a few weeks ago, right? And he talked about just his pictures on the site for a year. It's pictures on the site for a year. And now he's going to have another picture on the site of his race car for another year. So just a fantastic finish all the way around. We're gonna get our top 3 into here in just a second. I'm gonna send them all messages in a second. I don't want to move them in if they're talking, so we'll just give them a quick minute here, gather their thoughts, debrief with their teams.
That's just wild, though. 4 points.
Yeah, I mean, what a crazy race. What a crazy race. I mean, there was just a lot of stuff tonight. I think we just saw it. I mean, well, he's in here now. He's got the trophy, another trophy to the mantle. Not the race win trophy.
Yep, got that too.
Well, you got that too, but you're holding on, Herman. You're holding on really tight to this other trophy. Can you tell the people at home what it means to win the Truck Series championship this year?
What a season, long season, 37 races I think we had this year, and the time put in, and it was a great. I mean, the competition again was fierce, and Harry put up a great battle. And honestly, 2-3, it went seesaw the whole chase. And 2 weeks ago, I thought it was completely over, and then I had some luck last week at Martinsville, and then again here, some luck, and it just kind of it worked out. Another close one at 4 points. I mean, the modifieds was 1 point. This is 4 points. That's how tight the racing is over here.
Well, and I tell the viewers at home, right? Tuesday night when you're part of that Cup Final Four, that was the playoff format. That's okay, we're gonna rack them up. Whoever finishes best in one race, you win the championship. This championship and the modified championship, you have to race 36, 37, however many weeks it is to actually win the championship. And just putting that much time and effort into it, it has to feel really good that it just pays off in the end like this.
Oh, absolutely. And I honestly, I joked before the race because Harry had a pretty good lead, and we were next to each other. And I said, well, I finished second to Jeff last year, and I think maybe the year before. I'm like, it's just destined to be. But what a fun season, up and down. Beginning year, Harry dominated the beginning of this season, and then he had a lull, and I got hot, and a couple of the other drivers got hot, and it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of diversity.
Just again, a great schedule. But tonight we saw you play that strategy again. You stayed out when a lot of the other leaders pit. What went into that call?
Well, I needed to lead a lap, and I needed to lead the most laps. And when I saw Mark go in, and Mark was extremely fast tonight, when he went in, I was 6 laps short, and I said, well, I just need 2 cautions. And I was shocked to see Harry go in, and I was like, this is playing out even more perfect. And I think all he did was a splash of gas. And I feel bad that he had bad luck, because I'd like to race it. I think if he doesn't get that damage there and get spun, it's, you're interviewing him as the champion. But I was really shocked that he didn't mirror my strategy, and doggone if it didn't work out, perfectly the way the cautions fell and kept the tires fresh.
And Herman, again, congratulations on the championship and the win tonight. A great way to end this Truck Series season and to end our schedule of JTN broadcasts here with Hobo. Anyone you want to shout out, thank before we let you go celebrate with that whole 73 team?
Yeah, since I see Mark has stepped into the booth here, I want to thank him. I needed to lead the most laps. If I didn't do that, essentially we'd be interviewing somebody else right now. But I have to give a shout out, because of the Tuesday night, they didn't get the proper props from the winner of that race, the Bino brother, Steve and Dan, for putting this league on for us every week and making it fun. And I don't think they get enough credit. And then you guys for coming out here and broadcasting. I appreciate that. And I can't wait till we'll see you next season. We'll take a couple weeks off here. And I told you, don't come out and watch some of these aero races. They're going to be fantastic on Tuesday nights.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it, and we can't wait to be back up here in the booth for the Hobo Racing. Congratulations. Go represent this league well at that championship. Herman Reiss, driver number 73. Be well, buddy. Good job.
Thank you.
And Ricky, we move on from the champion, the race winner, to the guy that I think everyone, even heard Herman say it there, had the most speed, stepping into the booth, Mark DeSenza. Mark, that 33 truck was on rails tonight. Were you, when you were trying to get back up to the front there after that pit call, were you conscious about the championship battle? Would you maybe have done something a little bit different if the guy leading the race wasn't competing for that title?
I would have, I might have pushed the issue a little more, but he is in the points there, and I already made contact with the 9 there, trying to get by there, and I may have pushed the issue a little bit more, but because I had much better tires, but I had to really wait to get a good run. I wanted to make sure I was right alongside him to pass him going into a corner, or I just wasn't going to do it.
And all night long, Mark, we saw that it was really hard to pass, but we saw you, out of everyone in the field, was the most well-equipped to do so. Why was that? And how if you had to give advice to anybody, I know you don't want to share all your tricks because we'll be back here at Phoenix twice next season, I'm sure. What would be your biggest tip to get that done like you were doing tonight?
You got to be patient, but you get a little bit of a run to get alongside somebody. You got to try to get that pass regardless if you're on the outside or the inside. There's quite a bit of grip on the outside too. If you could know that the guy under you isn't going to push up into you, could usually make a pretty good pass, but really just holding on.
Hey, and it was a tough race tonight for a lot of people. Getting back again to strategy, you pit when Herman stayed out. Were fresh tires? Was that just a big deal breaker for you and the whole 33 team tonight?
Yeah, I knew I could make it the distance. However, I knew if I stayed out and when we got a couple cautions that, we would be in the same position Herman was in. However, usually when I do that, everyone else pits. So I decided to take 4, knew I could make it the distance, and was hoping more people did it because I started a little farther back than I wanted to because I know how hard it was to pass. But I did think of doing that. But like I said, if I stay out, everybody probably pits.
Hey, you can only make a decision based on the knowledge you have at the time. Mark, before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out and thank after the second place run tonight to close out the season?
Nah, just Herman on the championship, great run, and Steve for getting this all together. You guys for broadcasting, and I feel sorry to the 9 car. Got into him, just pushed a little bit, just got him. But other than that, everybody that puts this stuff on, a lot of good drivers here, and it's fun. I'll be ready to run a whole season next year.
Yeah, and good luck with getting prepared for next season, because these seasons, boy, they can be really long. Mark DeSenza, driver number 33, Chuck. Congratulations on the second place finish, buddy. Be well, and good luck as you build for the next year and try to make a run at this championship.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was Mark DeSenza again. Second place finish tonight. Great truck, Ricky. That 33 was, he was so fast tonight.
He was. It was that was a wild finish. I loved watching you guys having that little back and forth at the end there. And the only thing I wish is that we could have seen the end of that without that late race caution.
Yeah, it would have been oh man, sometimes you wish, but they provide those great moments. We're gonna wrap up these interviews here. We're gonna try to get a hold of Jeff Stekenis, our third place finisher tonight, in just a second. Hopefully he's not talking. Do you think I can bring him down? Think I should do it?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Look at that.
Here I am.
Hey, his PR person, man, best PR person in the world. You see, he sees Mark leaving the booth, and his PR person and him, and they're like, "Oh man, this is our time. It's our time to go." Jeff Stekenis joining us now. Third place finish tonight. Really strong run for you and the whole 31 team. You made a decision. You made a similar decision to Herman, who ended up winning the race, to stay out there. He talked about staying out. He was kind of just thinking, "Oh, I want to get the track position. I want to get out front." Was that also you wanted to get some track position tonight?
Yeah. I had the pit stop that I had, the first pit. I was right on the corner where it kind of curves in the pits there, and I got blocked in a lot. And I knew that anytime I went in the pits, I'd be losing a couple spots. So I wanted to stay out and kind of stay away from that.
And we saw too tonight, Jeff. It was hard to pass, man. It was really hard to pass. We saw you did a good job of kind of fending the guys off.
Right. Yeah.
Do you think that came down to the track just kind of having that? I talked about it, right? The track, it was kind of, you had one lane that was really good, but you're still able to make passes on the bottom. You just had to set them up right. Do you think when you're the leading car and you got a guy that you think might be able to make a pass, what was the strategy to try to keep that guy behind you?
The thing with this track is it has just a ton of grip all the way around. I mean, you think that you can't put it in there any deeper, and you can. And it's just crazy how deep into the corner you can go. So even with tires that were worn out, keeping the guy behind, it was you could just throw it in there. Just throw it in there as hard as you could.
Yeah, we saw that throughout the night too, and it hurt a couple guys, but we saw you and that 31 team did a really good job of kind of finding that limit. Was that something you just did in practice, or did you kind of find that limit throughout the race?
No, right away, practicing, I could, when I go to practice, I try to push the truck or car or whatever I'm driving to the limit to see exactly what its boundary is, and then I pretty much go from there. So it was pretty much done in practice.
Good stuff. And Jeff, before we let you go, again, congratulations on third place finish to round out this season here in the Hobo Truck Series.
7 wins this year. It's pretty good.
That is phenomenal. I don't even think I've won 7 races in all the leagues I've been in. So, oh boy, I can't imagine winning 7 in a year. But before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out, to wrap up this season?
Oh, everybody at Hobo, Dan and Steve, they're a couple good guys. To thank all the guys I race with, clean guys, fun to talk with and have laughs with. But shout out to my mom and all of them that are watching. I've had fun this season. We'll get them next season.
Hey, good start this season, 7 wins. Just gotta keep winning, keep cranking out those wins. And again, congratulations on a great season and a great finish here tonight. Jeff Stekenis, driver 31 truck. Be well, buddy.
Thank you.
And Ricky, that's gonna conclude it for us here at JTN. I always ask you. It's a little tradition of ours. Sum up this race for me.
Wow.
Just wow.
Yeah, just wow. I mean, I didn't think we would see anything crazier than when we did that modified race last few weeks ago that came down to 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was even crazy because that one we saw the points leader hold his ground by 1 point. Here we saw the leader of points actually lose the final championship battle by a matter of points, just by proxy of bonus points. That's insane. and just that was just wow.
Well, folks, wow. Hey, man, that sums it up. And again, we appreciate y'all so much for tuning in tonight here on JTN. Sunday night with the Hobo Racing Truck Series. Make sure if you haven't already, hit like on this video. Subscribe to JTN if you haven't already as well. We've seen those subs going up more and more every week, and we appreciate y'all doing that so much for us. Also, check out our Facebook page. Give us a like over there. I'm trying to think of everything else. We have the Fake Racers podcast with myself and Davey Hazard coming out later this week. We're going to talk about the 2021 NASCAR schedule and all the intricacies and changes going on there, and it'll be a great episode. We'll also talk about some new merch that we got launched on our merch store. You can preview that right now, actually, if you go over to the JTN merch store, link in the description below. But, as I said, that's all from us tonight. For everyone here at JTN, for Bristol the Dog, our producer, for Ricky Collette, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much. Spread peace, love, and happiness to all those that cross your path. Be well, be safe. We'll see you guys next time. Next broadcasted race for us right now is the United States Online Racing League from Las Vegas this Saturday night. Same place, same time as it was this past week at Mansfield. So make sure you check that out if you haven't already. And have a wonderful night, everybody. Be well, be safe. Good night.